Hey guys, Gear 182 here. I know it's another video, Stefan, that's not about gear. I feel bad doing this, but I just feel like people have been asking for our opinion about the ticket sales, the song, the BLINK-182 status. So it's like, we can use this channel for more than just gear sometimes, right? That's okay.
A lot of it is just talking, about everything really that's in the music industry, I guess we can say.
Yeah, if you didn't know, BLINK-182 is back, and Tom is back, and they have considered this tour now. Like, there's a certain percentage of when arenas sell out that they sell a certain percentage and they consider it a sellout.
Mm-hmm.
And they've considered this tour a worldwide sellout.
Yeah,
Can you believe that? In 24
crazy.
hours on pre-sales, who knew that the entire world cares about BLINK-182? Like, friends that I haven't talked to in years are texting me like, "Oh, should I go to this Blink show? Oh, like, what's going on with BLINK-182?" And I'm like, "You actually care?" Like,
Yeah.
whoa.
Yeah,
So,
it's crazy. I think also the big thing is with Machine Gun Kelly now being really big in the pop punk kind of thing, and I think it's just rejuvenated the genre, I guess. And I mean, aside from really Green Day, I mean, for pop punk anyways, who bigger than Blink? So it's a perfect time to come back. I think it's capitalizing a lot on the whole nostalgia of everything that, was back for.
yeah, I guess we can thank COVID for this because like everybody's really into nostalgia, and then Tom comes back. We have this huge tour. I think Alan Corona said it best, is like, what a time to be a Blink fan. Like,
Oh my gosh, yeah.
anytime like a few years ago and you're like embarrassed to be a Blink fan, you're like, yeah, my favorite band's Blink-182, I'm sorry. Now it's like, yeah, my favorite band's Blink. I look like a cool person now.
No, it's different. I mean, but I still can't believe on how unreal these ticket places are, whether it's AXS, whether it's Ticketmaster. It's crazy right now. Like,
Okay, so let's first talk about the tickets. I'll give my experience first, and then you can tell me. I know you tried to get some and didn't get them, and so I mean, I was trying to get Atlanta because that's a city that is special to me that I have gone to for years, and it's a few hours drive for me, so it's totally doable. So I was thinking, okay, I'm going to jump on Ticketmaster and I'm going to get these tickets. There's going to be like, 500 pit tickets, and then I'll get one, no problem. And I wanted the pit. And so it was like, I had a friend that was doing it at the same time, and I noticed there's a queue on the Ticketmaster. I was like, whoa, when did they start these queues? Okay. And so I jump in it. I would say I had 22 minutes before it goes live. And I asked my friend, he said it started at 30 minutes. So you couldn't even get in the queue until 30 minutes. I was like, okay, I'm still good. I'm just going to chill. I'm going to get one of these pit tickets. It's probably going to be like 125 or something, nothing crazy. And then like it starts the ticket sale and there's like 2,000 people in front of me. I was just like, okay, this is weird. Like, even if there's scalpers, is there really 2,000 scalpers? Like, what is going on? Yeah. And like, it was dropping quick. And then I'm in there. Okay. And I see the pit tickets and I was like, okay, they're 150. I'm going to add this 150, not even counting all those ridiculous fees. And I was like, add, these aren't available. Add, these aren't available. Add, these aren't available. And so I call my friend. I'm like, did you get one? He's like, dude, I've been trying for like 5 minutes. I can't get them. I was like, oh man, what am I going to do? And I noticed they have this early entry and it was 300. And I was like, add, not available. Add, not available. I was like, oh no. And my friend, I could hear the dejection in his voice of just like, we may not get these. Like, we may have to pay.
That realization. Yeah, that's the big thing was the realization.
What are we going to do? Like, why are we not able to get these? And like the pit, I do agree, isn't the entire arena floor. Like a Green Day show was the entire floor. But I was like, surely there's still a couple hundred people there. And I mean, I just kept trying. I was going back and forth from early entry and the regular, and he ended up getting a regular, and I ended up getting one early entry. And I told myself, these are so hard to get. I bet I have a friend that once wanted these. I tried for a half hour. I couldn't get anything else. Like, it was a nightmare. And I ended up paying $363 for one ticket. And my VIP items are, I get a side entrance into the venue. I get a VIP staff member, whatever that means. They're going to bring me a Coke or something. I get a lanyard, and I get an exclusive BLINK-182 item. I don't get the, what is that? The lounge? I don't have the lounge, but I'm just stoked that I got one. They are hot tickets, and yeah, I mean, I went way too long, but tell me about your experience.
Well, I mean, for just really quickly on mine, it was more so of just, when they were announced, I was like, oh, I'd like to go to this show and this show and this show, because, being in Canada, they actually are playing quite a few places in Canada, not where I'm from, but but quite a few places. It's like, oh, I can go here because I have family out here, so I can go there. There's 2 shows where they are, so easy back to back, and then I can go to Toronto, and then when I was trying to get in, I couldn't. It was so hard to even get one, and again, that realization that went from like, wait a second, I might not be able to get a ticket, let alone the shows that I wanted to go to. And I couldn't believe once like those initial tickets went away and the premium tickets came up. Like, I know for San Diego today it was 400, and then it went up to 700. And I remember when we were talking, we're like, do we? And then we're like, no, it's not. And then right away it's 850. And I think that's where it's hovering on as of right now. It's the 13th today. There's still 850 for the premium pit tickets for San Diego, which is unreal. And they're selling. That's the crazy part.
Yeah, I just want to preface this with like, I don't even think you're allowed to talk about ticket prices on Discord, but like, we're not blaming the band. This is Ticketmaster. This is AXS. This is Live Nation. I even called them and I was like, okay, your tickets went from 150 to 250. Why did they go up? Like, what is going on? Are these resellers? And they're like, no, sir, based on the demand, we are able to fluctuate pricing. And I was like, that is so unfair. Like, you don't see Best Buy charging double for a PS5 when they get them. Like, this is directly from the source. Why are they allowed to jack these prices up? Are the bands getting these prices? Like, are they getting money? I doubt it. It's all going to Ticketmaster, this like billion-dollar company, and it's the only place that's allowed to sell tickets direct. Like, you can't go to like 2 different sites and say, okay, which one's better? You get one, and
you're lucky to even get one. But yeah, man, both Tom.
I hope they change that. Yeah. I hope they change it. Like,
both Tom and Mark both commented on it too, that it's like they're not in charge of these ticket prices, right? They get so nothing on the band. It's just I mean, supply and demand. I'm
getting messages from like my 43-year-old sister that's like, "Oh, did you hear about Blink?" Yeah, I did. Like, everybody's hearing about Blink right now. So if you got tickets at all, tell us in the comments. Tell us where you're going. Tell us what you got so we can be jealous. I have one. I don't remember if you got one, Stefan. Like, did you get one?
I got one, but
okay.
Again, it's tough right now, right? Like, it's crazy to think of that.
And we were planning on doing San Diego. We've tried multiple days. Every time there's a drop, we can't even get to the screen where it shows you there's a ticket, much less add it to cart.
The bots
and like
are just
buy
crazy right now.
Today we see it. They show up. They're AXS Premium. They're $850 a piece. $850 before fees, dude. Like, I love Blink and it sounds awesome, but and I'm not saying they're getting that money. I'm just saying, like, this is wild. And I do want to stress, I don't think anyone should buy from a scalper today. Like, I think that if you really have to go and you want to pay a premium, don't do it right now. Like, right now, the prices are here. They're at least going to settle a little bit after a month or two, and there's always going to be some tickets. Like, don't think this is your only chance.
There's more tour dates, more cities being announced too, so they could do another San Diego show. I wouldn't be surprised if they did, considering how crazy. I mean, I was so focused on this one more than any of them, and so that's what I noticed. But this, like, San Diego was just unreal. Even get into the queue is just crazy.
We can't get anything. So
for a reasonable price, anyways, you can get one for $850. And if you bought one for $850, good on you. That's it's just.
We're not knocking you. We're knocking the practice behind this. And if you have extra San Diego tickets and you want to sell them to me and Stefan for a decent price, please IM us on Instagram. We will pay you a fair price. It's just, we're not going to pay $850. So,
let's talk about the single though. It comes out tomorrow, but I mean, it's
people
have heard it. Yeah. What's your initial thoughts on it?
Initial thoughts on Edging. I absolutely loved, like, when it starts out, I'm like, this is so great. This is amazing. And the only thing I was kind of critical on is I wish there was like a guitar riff. That's not usually how music is today. But I wanted like a something that was like
catchy riff,
a catchy guitar riff. Yeah. Like, but
it's just an octave, like octaves, repetitiveness that's kind of going on with it.
I do think it's really good, and I do think that you can tell that Tom wrote his verse because it's kind of goofy and it cusses, and then Mark wrote his verse, and like you said, it was a little more mature.
It's a little more mature lyrics. It's definitely, you can tell which part was which for sure.
Yeah, and I feel like Tom wrote the broken hearted because it kind of reminds me of Rebel Girl, like the broken hearted again, like he uses the same thing, but it's good. I mean, it's definitely not disappointing or anything. Like, it doesn't blow my socks off like Feeling This did, but I was also a teenager, so
different time,
I'll say that I had a larger reaction to this than Up All Night, probably.
Yes, 100%. That's what I was going to say. Is when I first heard Up All Night, I was more like, oh, okay, the band's back. That's really good. But this one I enjoyed a lot more on first listen, anyways, than Up All Night. But it's a different feel. Like, it does feel like it could have been. Man, this is just me, but it feels like it could have been on Lifeforms, the last Angels album.
Oh,
it
yeah,
definitely has that feeling to it, and then having Mark in there too, definitely like Blink.
Like I kind of get a little more. Is it No More Guns? I kind of get that vibe a little bit, but not in a bad way. Like oh yeah, cool.
Yeah, but it feels like it could definitely fit the way Angels their last album was, because their last album was different than the others.
And there's a lot of people that are really worried that it's going to be another Feldman album. Now, hear me out on this, man. I might be in a minority, but imagine a song like Feldman makes, like the first time on 9, like with Tom. Imagine like First Love, First Time, and he's like in there, oh, the first time. Like it would be awesome. Like
it'd be very pop punk, like Enema style for sure. Yeah.
I want to hear a Tom DeLonge Feldman album. Call me crazy, but I just think that would be kind of rad. Like it would kind of get like an MXPX kind of feel, but with his voice.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Is Feldman even? I heard that he's not even doing anything on this.
I mean, I know that, like, I think Aaron Rubin commented back somebody's name. I'd never heard it before that, like, mixed it. Isn't that what you showed me?
Something, yeah. So I know he's got some involvement in it. Maybe Feldman will later on. I don't know. Judging from the 4 limited edition vinyls that they're releasing, which is actually, it's pretty cool to see each member have their own specific color and then one Blink cover. But it looks, what is it, spring? So
spring or summer? It's got spring/summer, so like it's kind of ambiguous.
Yeah.
I did buy if anybody didn't see my post, I did buy the yellow T-shirt. I think it's awesome. I don't even own a yellow T-shirt, so I'm jazzed to own a yellow T-shirt. Did you get one?
I did. I got a yellow Poet shirt from like the 2019 Angel show. Yeah. And I just don't think I can pull off yellow. But I like the black with the yellow outlining. I think that's really cool.
Yeah, that's cool
so I might get that one, but I'm excited
to see.
They call
it like new era. So
that's
it's kind of cool.
Yeah, we're in an interesting time. Tom also posted a picture of thanking Skiba, which I think was class act all the way. That's
super cool.
Yeah.
And I felt like I heard some people say, "Oh, that's kind of braggy that he put that up," but no, dude, he had to put that up to get them off of Skiba. Like, people are being so mean putting up these memes about him.
A lot of memes, man. Holy crap.
I think Tom saw that and was like, okay, I want everybody to know that I am cool with him and I appreciate him. And like, I don't think it was braggy. I think it was a way to just get the haters off of Skiba. And like, I think it's cool. And I know this could all be fake, but it really seems like Tom's in it, man. Like, it really seems like he's feeling it. He's just loving it, having fun with Mark, and I am all for this. Like,
I'm just happy that the friendship and relationship is there. Like, that's the big part. And it's crazy.
Like, we can't forget about Travis. He's just along for the ride. Always cool as a cucumber, just hanging out. He's like, yeah, man, whatever. It's like, I'm down. And I just can't even imagine him mad. So like, I know he gets fights and stuff, but still.
Are we still seeing the documentary, the Angels documentary? Remember that was. filming
right.
in 2019. Is that even a thing still?
You're gonna have to reach out to your connections and see. I don't know. I think it's gonna be Blink Part 2 being shoved away. Like we're never gonna get.
Yeah.
Apparently, the way that you destroy a band with Tom in it is you try to make a documentary about him, and then it's like over. Even though Start the Machine came out, I'm just making a joke, but it just feels like they're a curse.
That Blink-182, right? That's still a thing. Like it's obviously not coming out, but I think it was all done and everything. But yeah,
it's not a thing that's coming, but it's a thing I wish we could have seen. And the footage on Wishing Well, the video, is Blink-umentary footage.
Yeah. So we'll see what the next couple of months looks like. But yeah, I think this was the only song from this, like for this year, right? Like this is it.
Yeah. So
I guess we have a music video.
What's that?
Our music video
looks like it's a carnival or something. They have a giant Blink bunny. Tom's playing his Boxcar 335. That's so cool.
I wonder if
Mark Vides, what is it? Vides bass, the one with the black and white. It looks awesome.
So you see Mark's cap right there, right? Like the bass cap. Is Tom just not going to have anything?
Okay, so this is what I was going to ask you, and this is me as the fans in the comments section giving you a job, Stefan. You're really good at this. Can you find out what guitars Tom is going to play? What kind of cabs? Is he going to use his Axe effects? This is what we want to know. We need the real stuff, the gear stuff.
Yeah. So from the only thing that I know as of this recording of this video is there's probably going to be a new paint design 333. A Gibson. Yeah. There's no, there was a couple people that commented Tom's getting a new guitar. That's not happening.
What about Tom playing a Strat? Yeah.
The only thing I could think of is if Tom pulls out a Strat for like the last song, like for Damon or something. I can see it. I can see that happening. He's not going to play it obviously for the whole concert, but I do think that there's going to be, from what I heard anyways, there's going to be a new design for one of the three. I don't know which one he's going to repaint because he doesn't have many left. I think it's the blue and orange. One that was in like the To the Stars store. I think that one is the next one that's going to get repainted. I could be wrong. But that's I think the next.
I can't speak for Fender because they can drop stuff in a week, but like Gibson, when I was talking to Doug. It takes a long time to get this stuff made. So like if you guys are excited for a Gibson reissue, I'm not saying it's never going to happen. It's just not going to be ready for this tour. And I can guarantee you that because we asked people close to him like a few months ago, like, are you getting a Gibson reissue? And they were like, not right now, we're not.
No, and if it does, it'd be extremely limited, I think. We're not going to see a full-out go to Guitar Center or Long and McQuaid for Canada and go in there and it's hanging on the shelf. There's no way. So if it happens, it's going to be a very limited, probably one color.
Have to use a bot to buy it or something.
Yeah. So we'll see. So it's been quite the week so far to be a Blink fan. So,
yeah. Blink. I can only do that so many times, right? Yeah. The last thing I wanted to say, really quick.
Yeah.
Try speeding up the song to what is it?
Oh, that Brian and I were talking today, and so we sped the song up to 1.25, and it's pretty cool.
It's awesome.
It rips pretty cool, actually.
Yeah,
check it out. If
get that song, turn it up to 1.25 on the speed. It sounds so cool.
That's fine. But going back to the 100 or the regular speed it's different because I was listening to it just on the way home from work and just regular, and I was like, man, it's so much slower. Like it's really good at 1.25. Like
try it out. Let us know in the comments if you try this because it blew my mind.
Yeah, when you said that today, like I was like, really? And I was like, holy crap, yeah, it is. So it's awesome. But again, thank you guys, all of our new subscribers, all of our new people that have followed us. Huge thank you. Share it with people that you think might be interested in. We really want to try to get this channel as big as we possibly can. We're having a blast doing it. It was something we've always wanted to do for a while. So this is really cool. The interaction has been amazing. Met some pretty rad people. Seen some pretty rad instruments too that you guys are sending us. So thank you for that. There's some sick stuff. So keep sharing, keep liking, subscribing, all that fun stuff. And thanks everyone. Bye.